Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
In the last class, we are discussing about distance formula. Okay, we learned how to find the distance between 2 points. Suppose the points are given as x1, y1 and the other point as x2, y2. Then the distance is given by Adidev. Give the distance formula.
Yes, ma'am.
Distance formula.
Root x2 minus
x1
x1 whole square plus y2 plus y2 minus y1 whole
the
square.
whole square. Distance formula is given by root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay. Now using this, we are going to solve few more questions. Write the question. Write the question. Find the distance between the points 1, minus 3 and minus 2, 5. Find the distance between the points.
You have not shared this.
You have not shared.
One
screen.
second, children. 1 second. Now is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, find the distance between the points 1, minus 3 and minus 2, 5. So how will you do this? First we name this as x1, y1, isn't it? First we name this as x1, y1. The next one as x2, y2. x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, now write the solution. What is the formula? Distance is given by root of x2 minus x1 the whole square. So minus 2 minus 1 the whole square plus 5 minus of minus 3. So it is 5 plus 3 the whole square. Now simplify and give the answer. What is the answer, children? Give the answer. What about the first one? Minus 2 minus 1 means it is negative 3 the whole square plus 8 square, isn't it? So it is 9 plus 64. So what is the answer? 73 units. Okay, it is root 73 units. Okay. So we find the distance using distance form. Okay, now the next type application is 3 vertices will be given or 4 vertices will be given. You'll be asked to identify the type of triangle. What type of triangle? Is it an equilateral triangle? Okay, 3 vertices will be given and you'll be asked to check, is it a isosceles triangle or is it a scalene triangle? Okay, how will you find out? How will you do this? Suppose 3 vertices are given. What we will do? First, we have to find the length of all the three sides. You find the length of all the three sides. You name the vertices A, B, C. Find out the side AB, find the side BC, and find the side CA. Suppose all the three sides are equal, then the given vertices form a dash. What you will get?
Triangle.
Yes, Savio. It is an equilateral triangle. If all the sides are equal, then it is an equilateral triangle. Suppose two sides are equal, isosceles triangle. If all the sides are different,
Triangle.
yes, it is scalene triangle. If all the sides are different, we say it is a scalene triangle. What about isosceles right angle triangle? Isosceles right angled triangle.
The sides will be equal and the sides forming will be having 90 degrees.
That means how we can verify? Only three vertices are given. Okay, correct. How we will verify? Yes, Amina? Three vertices are given. We have to verify whether it is an isosceles triangle. So two sides will be equal. How will you verify it is an isosceles triangle? We have learned it. Yes, Rifa.
Ma'am, I joined now.
Joined now only. Okay. Yes, Vishnu Priya, how will you verify? Yes, Melvin.
Last question.
How will you verify? Okay, suppose you are given three vertices. We are asked to verify whether it is an isosceles triangle. Okay, Amina answered a part by equating the sides. Suppose two sides are equal, it is isosceles. What about right angle? How will you verify it is a right angle triangle? Aditya.
Pythagoras theorem.
Yes, Vishnu Priya.
By Pythagoras theorem.
Very good. Yes, we use Pythagoras theorem. There also we have to use Pythagoras theorem. You square all the sides. We square all the sides. Sum of squares of two smaller sides. Sum of squares of two smaller sides is equal to the square of the bigger one means it is a right angle triangle. Otherwise, it is not a right angle triangle. Okay, so write this question. Okay, write the next one. Prove that, okay, these questions are board exam questions. Prove that the points capital A, prove that the points capital A 3, 0, capital A minus 3, 0, B,
Ma'am, did the last question finished?
which question?
The final distance between one.
Yes.
What was the answer?
What is the answer you got? What is the answer you got?
I got root 73.
Yes, that is the answer. Only that much only you have to do. We can't take square root, isn't it? It is correct, Melvin. Okay. So B is 1, minus 3. And C 4, 1. And C 4, 1 are the vertices of an isosceles right angle triangle. Prove that these three vertices are the vertices of an isosceles right angled triangle. Hence, find the area of the triangle. Hence, find area of the triangle.
Can you
Hence,
repeat the question?
prove that the points, prove that these points, prove these points are the vertices of isosceles right angle triangle. Isosceles right angle triangle. Isosceles right angled triangle. Find the area of the triangle. Find the area of the triangle. Find the area of the triangle. So we are given with three vertices: A, negative 3, 0, B, 1, minus 3, C, 4, 1. Okay. We want to verify whether it is an isosceles right angle triangle. And you remember this term we have MCQ. So we have to do it speed. We have to minimize the number of steps. At the same time, we should do it correct. Yes or no? So we are going to find out AB, find out BC, find CA. Start doing. What is AB? It is root of 1, okay, minus of minus 3. So it will become 1 plus 3 the whole square. Is it correct? I'm directly applying the formula. I'm not writing that step again and again. X2 minus. If you are able to do this step also, you can reduce. You can do it. 1 minus of minus 3. You can write 4 square. That is, by practicing you can do. If you can't do, you write the step and proceed. Plus, what about the next one? Minus 3 minus 0. So it will be same as minus 3 square. So what is the answer? 4 plus 9. It is root 13. 4 square plus 9. So which is 16 plus 9. So we'll get root 25. So AB is 5. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Then find out BC. Okay, BC. It is root of 4. I'm not going to write the steps in detail. Okay, this is how we have to do it for the exam also. Practice it like that. If you spend more time, you'll not be able to complete it. Okay, 4 minus 1. So it is 4 minus 1, 3 square plus 1 minus of minus 3. So it will become 1 plus 3. What is 1 plus 3? It is again 4 square. So we get root 9 plus 16, which is root 25. We'll get BC is 5. What about CA? Is it okay, Anne Mary? Badra? Are you able to do this? Is it okay, Badra?
Yes, ma'am.
Anne Mary? Okay, find out CA. What is CA? 4 minus of minus 3. So it will become 4 plus 3, the whole square, plus 1 minus 0. So which is 1 square. So we will get 7 square plus 1 square. So root 49 at root 50. What is root 50? How will you simplify this?
5 root 2.
Very good. It is 5 root 2. Now check. Is it isosceles? Which two sides are equal?
AB and BC.
AB and BC. Therefore, triangle ABC is isosceles. Is it right angled? Add the squares. Okay, find out AB square plus BC square. Anjida, is it okay, Anjida? Are you able to do this?
Yes, ma'am.
AB square plus BC square. So it is 5 square plus 5 square. So we'll get 25 plus 25, which is 50. Find the square of the other side. What is AC square? What is AC square? Meghna, what is AC square? Is it 50? Yes. Therefore, it is a right angle triangle. Therefore, it is a right angled triangle. Now tell me where you will get 90 degree. Which angle will be 90? Arjun? Arjun. AB square plus BC square is AC square. So from here, can you tell me where you will get 90?
ABC.
That is
B.
AB angle. Which vertex is common? Yes. Angle B is 90. Here it is not asked. I'm just asking you. Okay, these questions will be asked. AB square plus BC square is AC square means angle B is 90 degree. Okay, it is right angle triangle. Now, one more part is asked. You are asked to find the area. Area of a triangle, right angle triangle. What is the formula you can use? Half into base into height. So hypotenuse is the longest side. We know that hypotenuse is the longest side. So here the base and height are of same measurement. It is 5 into 5. Both are of the same measurement, 5 and 5. So it is 12.5 square units. 12.5 square units.
How will get 12.5?
25 by 2. What is 25 by 2? Okay, is it okay? What is half of 25? Is it okay, Melvin? Okay.
Sam, can you show the screen?
Is it okay? Muhammad Rizwan is present today. Rizwan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it okay, Rizwan?
Yes,
Sainaba. Sainaba is present. Sainaba. Okay. So now write the next one. Write the next question. Next one is also a board exam question. Write down. Show that the points A, comma A. Show that the points A, comma A. Show that the points A, comma A, minus A, comma minus A, minus A, comma minus A, and minus root 3A, comma root 3A, minus root 3A, comma root 3A are the vertices of an equilateral triangle, or the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Find its area.
Can you see the question?
Show that the points A, comma A, minus A, comma minus A, comma A, minus A, comma minus A, and minus root 3A, comma 3A are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Are the vertices of an equilateral triangle. Find its area. Find its area. What is the formula for area of equilateral triangle? Yes. Area of equilateral triangle. What is the formula?
Root 3 by 4 is
Very good. Root 3 by 4 A square. This one we have discussed in triangles. Note it in your textbook, or you make a small formula booklet and note down all this formula. Area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 A square. If the side is A, area of the equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 A square. Okay. So now we are given with 3 vertices. We have to check whether it is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all the 3 sides are equal, isn't it? Okay. So you first name the vertices. Name the first vertex as A, B, C. A, B, C. So find the side AB, find the side BC, then find the side AC. Find out. What will be AB? What is AB? Minus A, the whole square. Plus, again here, minus A, the whole square, which is root of. What is minus A, What is minus A, Ashik? What is negative A, Okay, Meghna, what is minus a minus a? Minus a minus a. Meghna is there? Yes, Savio, give the answer, Savio. What is minus a minus a?
Square.
Minus 2a. It is minus 2a, the whole square. Plus, again here, minus 2a, the whole square. So, which will be same as root of minus 2a. When we square it, it will become 4a square plus 4a square. What is 4a square plus 4a square? It will be 8a square. It is 8a square. If we take the square root of 8, it will be 2 root 2. And a square, if you take root, it is a. So it is root 2a. 2 root 2a. It is 2 root 2.
Ma'am.
Yes.
And first part is it is a 1a or a comma a.
A comma a. Everything is a. A minus a minus root 3a comma root 3a. After finding AB, find out what is BC. What will be BC? BC is equal to root of minus 3a minus root 3a minus of minus, it will become plus a the whole square. X2 minus x1 the whole square plus root 3a plus a the whole square. X2 minus x1. So minus root 3a minus of minus, it will become plus a the whole square plus root 3a plus a the whole square, which is same as root of. Okay, if you look at the first term, it takes the form a minus b the whole square, isn't it? One term is positive, the other term is negative. So it is a minus b the whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So instead of plus here, it is minus 2 into root 3a into a plus for the second term, a plus b the whole square. It takes the form a plus b the whole square. So it is a plus b the whole square, a square plus 2ab, 2 into root 3a into a plus a square. Is it okay? Is it clear, Hein Steve?
Yes, ma'am.
Here, for the first term, we use a minus b the whole square. For the second term, we expand it using a plus b the whole square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Similarly, for the next one, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this is same as root of minus root 3a the whole square. So it will become 3a square plus a square. Here, minus 2 root 3a into a and plus root 3a into a will get cancelled. So we'll get again plus 3a square plus a square. So everything is in terms of a square. 3 times a square plus 3 times a square plus a square. If you add up all the terms, 4 plus 4, 8. We'll get root 8a square. And if you take the square root of 8, it is 2 root 2a. So BC is 2 root 2a.
Ma'am, how it became a minus b whole square? It is a plus b whole square.
Minus root 3a plus a. So look at the first term. Is it negative there? So is it of, so what we can do? We can rearrange the terms, isn't it? We can write this as, is that no? So we are using a minus b the whole square. One term is positive. Both the terms are positive. We can use a plus b the whole square. If both the terms are negative, what you will do, children? What is minus a minus b the whole square? What is minus a minus b the whole square? Yes. What is minus a minus b the whole square? It is same as a plus b the whole square. If both the terms are negative, why? Both two terms are negative. Or what we can do, we take one minus outside. It is minus of a plus b the whole square. Minus, when we square it, it will become plus. So it will be same as a plus b the whole square. If both the terms are plus or both the terms are negative, we can use a plus b the whole square. If any one of the term is negative, then you have to go with a minus b the whole square. Okay, same way do the next one. Now we have calculated AB, we have calculated BC. Now find out what is AC. Find out what is AC. Again, AC is root of minus root 3a minus a the whole square. Look at here. Here we get both the terms as negative. Minus root 3a minus a the whole square plus root 3a minus a the whole square. When both the terms are negative, it will be same as a plus b the whole square. So we can write this as root 3a plus a the whole square. When both the terms are negative, we can take one minus outside. So it will be same as a plus b the whole square plus root 3 minus a the whole square. Now expand it. It is root of root 3a the whole square plus 2ab, 2 into root 3a into a plus a square. Again plus root 3a the whole square minus 2 into root 3a into a plus a square. Here again, this 2 root 3a will get cancelled. So we get 3a square plus a square plus 3a square plus a square. So we will get root 8a square. What is root 8? It is 2 root 2a. Root 8 is 2 root 2 and root of a square is a. So we get all the three sides as equal. AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. All the three sides are equal. Therefore, it is an equilateral triangle. Therefore, it is an equilateral triangle. The question is not over. One more part is there. We have to verify. Is it a? No, it is. Second part is, what is the second part? Yes,
Area.
Rifa. We want to find area. We want to find area. What is the area of equilateral triangle? Root 3 by 4 a square. So in the place of a, you substitute the side. What is the side here? Each side is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2a the whole square. In the place of a, what is the length here? Each side measures 2 root 2a. The length of each side is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 the a the whole square. So it will become root 3 by 4. 2 square means it will become 4. Root 2, when we square it, it will become 2 into a square. So 4 will get cancelled. So area will be 2 root 3 a square. This is the area. Area is 2 root 3 a square. Square units. Okay, because as we don't know whether it is meter, centimeter and all, we write simply this much square units. 2 root 3 a square, square units. Is it okay? Emil? Emil,
Yes, ma'am.
is it okay? Any doubt?
No.
Okay, try this questions, children. This is an board exam question. Okay, so if three vertices are given, we can check whether it is an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle and so on. Suppose four vertices are given, then how to proceed? Suppose four vertices are given and you are asked to check, is it a square or is it a rectangle? So four vertices means it is a quadrilateral, isn't it?
All two sides.
Yes. Suppose, okay, is it over? Previous one, is it over? Yes, hey. Okay.
Can
Yes.
you show the board slide?
And will you show the screen?
Answer or attendance. Vertices are given. Suppose the four vertices are given, how we can check? We'll be checking this part. Suppose you are given four vertices, then we calculate all the four sides. You have to calculate all the four sides. Okay, in which case you will be saying it is a square, a rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram. Okay, so listen. So for it is a parallelogram. Listen, children. For a parallelogram, you just prove opposite sides are equal. We find out the length of opposite sides. So opposite sides are equal. Or one more method is there. We prove that diagonals bisect each other. That one we will be learning in the next part. Next period we will be learning this. Diagonals bisect each other. So we can prove the midpoints are equal. Okay, either we can prove opposite sides are equal or we can prove diagonals bisect each other. For a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Okay, opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal. Diagonals are also equal. Opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal. In a parallelogram, diagonals are not equal. Okay, note it down because one more question and all it will be asked. Diagonals not equal here. So in a rectangle, opposite sides are equal and diagonals are equal. Third one is rhombus. In a rhombus, all sides are equal. If you find out all the sides are equal. And diagonals not equal. The diagonals are not equal. Next one is a square. What about a square? Square means we'll get all the sides equal. All sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. And we have to prove the diagonals are also equal. All the sides are equal and the diagonals are equal. So if four vertices are given means using this we can check whether the vertices form a parallelogram or rectangle. Okay, parallelogram or rectangle, rhombus. Okay. Suppose four vertices are given means you can use this criteria and we can check whether the given vertices form a rectangle, square and all. Parallelogram means we prove opposite sides are equal. Okay, opposite sides are equal. This condition is enough. No need to check for diagonal. If it is rectangle, you should prove opposite sides are equal along with diagonals are equal. For a rhombus, all the four sides are equal. If diagonals are not equal, not at all a problem. So no need to check for the diagonals if it is asked for a rhombus. But if it is asked for a square, you have to prove all the four sides are equal along with the diagonals are equal. Okay, and here one more condition, write down collinear. Note down one more point. Collinear. What is meant by collinear? Collinear means they lie on the same line. 3 or more points are said to be collinear if they lie on the same line, colline. Okay, suppose 3 points are there. Suppose A, B, C are collinear. So what happens if you add the distance AB? If you find the distance BC, AB plus BC is equal to AC. If 3 points are collinear, okay, if 3 points are collinear, then if we add the smaller distances, if you add 2 smaller distances, it will be equal to the length of the bigger one. Sum of any 2 distances is equal to the third distance. Sum of any 2 distance is equal to third distance, means it is collinear. Sum of any 2 distance is equal to third distance, means it is collinear. Okay, and the next period we'll be doing the problems based on this. Okay, with this we wind up. Thank you.